Good evening, class. My name is Catherine Walker, and today I want to talk to you about the digital strategy that I created for the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, better known as HUD. Bottom line up front, the plan that I created is broken down into three components, which includes public relations, accountability and reporting, and e-government. These three components combined will help to improve the digital government for the HUD's website. Introduction. When I was reviewing the HUD's mission to prepare for this assignment, I ran across a sentence that said that HUD's mission is to create strong, sustainable, inclusive communities and quality affordable homes for all. And I thought, why should that not apply to Florida, the state that I currently live in? Because we have been experiencing one of the largest declines in home ownership in the entire nation over the past decade. And the county that I live in is trailing behind our neighboring counties in home ownership rates. To give you a little bit of data, 55% of Miami-Dade residents are homeowners, compared to the state of Florida as a whole, which stands at 66.1%. I'm neighbored by Palm Beach County, that has a home ownership rate of 70.2%, and Broward County is literally about 10 minutes from Miami-Dade County, depending on where you're at. From my home, I'm about 10 minutes from Broward County, and the home ownership rate there is 64.5%. All of this data that I'm relaying to you is pulled from the United States Census Bureau. So the first portion of my plan deals with public relations, and we wanted to do outreach by increasing the utilization of services that the HUD provides. The goal of the campaign is to add 500 new homeowners to the Miami-Dade community by the close of fiscal year 2017. And the fiscal year for the government runs from October 1 to September 30th. We want to do this by increasing awareness of the services available, by aggressively using social media outlets, and advertising through websites geared towards potential home buyers. What I mean by that is that the HUD offers videos on YouTube. They have an application called HUD Homes where you can actually look at listings for HUD houses in your city and state. They also have Facebook pages, LinkedIn pages, Instagram, Twitter accounts, and a plethora of other resources in the community that can help individuals who may want to buy a home but not know where to start or not know um, where to find the resources to do that. And I feel like the services are there, but people aren't necessarily using it to its fullest potential. You can tell by looking at the viewership of the YouTube videos that they have created on the home buying process. Some of the videos only have about 100,000 views, and I know that there's more than 100,000 people in the United States that are wanting to buy a home. So I feel like there needs to be a campaign where we advertise the services through websites that's already geared towards people who want to buy a home, such as Truvilla or Zillow, which are popular home renters and home buyer websites that people can go to and search for homes. I feel like HUD should start advertising on their websites to make people more aware that there is help out there for people wanting to make that transition into home ownership. The second part of the outreach plan is to actually educate the public on the home buying process by hosting monthly classes on a subject in the community. Now, there are classes that are being done through a company called Clear Credit Source, which is a nonprofit agency that hosts a home buying course. However, it's not offered in Miami-Dade County. I called the number to ask and inquire about the classes. that they have, the dates that they have it, and where it's located, and there are none in Miami-Dade County. The nearest place that you can go to an event like that would be Broward County, and so I noticed that that was a real need, and it could be easily done by partnering up with local libraries and local community centers or even local churches to offer that service. And I think doing it once a month will give people an opportunity to visit the class and to learn the information that they need in order to buy their house. The second part of my plan is accountability and reporting. And this pretty much aids my public relation plan by making sure that it's successfully implemented, because we're going to try to increase collaboration with the private sector and the community leaders when we're conducting our home buying classes. I think a great way to get buy-in and to get um, free advertisement for the classes in the community is to involve our local real estate agents who gain an opportunity to get new customers by presenting at the classes, by teaching the subjects, teaching the home buying process through a real estate agent's point of view. I think it would be a good idea to bring on board attorneys that help with the closing process and preparing the paperwork. I think it would be a great idea to work with the home inspectors so that you know when to get them involved and what service they can provide to you to make sure that your house is safe and sturdy and able for you to move in ready. And so these are the type of individuals that I would like to involve in the home buying process, in the home buying classes, to make it more relevant, to give citizens um, thorough information to make them feel more confident on going forward with their home buying process, and also to just boost morale and help to increase revenue for the businesses that are the small businesses that are within the community. The second portion of the accountability and reporting plan is to increase transparency by providing near real-time data on a number of class participants. So one of the ideas that I came up with is having a roster of all of the individuals who attend the monthly classes that will be offered in Miami-Dade County, and rolling that up and submitting it to the HUD so that we can keep track of how many people are actually participating, and giving out certificates of completion for individuals who complete the class in its entirety. I also thought it would be a great idea to follow up with individuals who took our class a few months later, like 6 months later and a year later, to see if they actually were successful in purchasing their first home, and putting that information on the website as motivation for individuals to see that this class really does work, how individuals took the class and was equipped and able to go and buy their first house. The e-government portion of the plan is focusing on security and privacy issues. The goal is to be transparent without jeopardizing personal identifiable information. So we just said that we wanted to release data on all of those who are attending our classes, and also give out data on people who successfully completed the course and was able to purchase their first home. But we also don't want to put their information out there, personal information out there. So I ran into the Privacy Act that was passed in 1974 that mandates that the government informs you why information is being collected and how it will be used. And so anybody that participates in our class, we will let them know in the beginning what the roster is being used for, to show that this program is making a difference, that people are signing up and taking advantage of this program, that we are doing Miami-Dade County a great service by being here and offering this class. And then also the testimonials from people who successfully completed the class will be optional. It's not mandatory. It's just for individuals who would like to participate, and just give a little bit of hope and inspiration to people who are coming behind them. on their home ownership journey. We also need to make sure that all of the information that we provide is accurate. We don't want to give false numbers to try to make our program look better than what it really is. We want to make sure that we're reporting the data as we receive it. If 30 people went to the class, we're not reporting 45. We're going to put down that it's 30 people who went to the class for whatever month that we're reporting for. We want to make sure that our data is complete, up to date, and we're going to do that before we disclose anything on the website so that we do not mislead anybody or misrepresent what the program is doing. We also want to make sure that our participants are able to find out what has been disclosed on our website. So we're going to give them information on how they can go and see what it is that we're doing and how we're sharing their data. Share the link with them so that they can understand what it is we're doing with their information. And then we want to make sure that we're only collecting information that is absolutely necessary for our established goals. So we don't need to know how many people are living in a house. We don't need to know how much money you're necessarily making. The only thing we want to know is our program working? Did you go to our class, and were you more confident after going through our class to buy your first home? The individuals that's going to help to carry out this three-pronged plan will be the Southeast Community Outreach Initiative. They are the individuals within the HUD agency that is responsible for the Southeast region of the United States, and they set up offices in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, and they offer assistance to members in the community who want to buy their home or who want to know more information about how to fix their credit, who may want to learn about down payment assistance programs, things of that nature. I want the Southeast Community Outreach Initiative to help out with hosting the first-time home buyer classes. The HUD's Office of Public Affairs is going to help with our outreach, making sure that we're advertising and getting the word out there about the plethora of resources that is offered through social media and also through different rental websites. The HUD's Chief Information Officer is going to help us to make sure that the website is safe. They're going to help to make sure that we are able to add on widgets to keep track of how many people are visiting our different sites, how many people are actually attending our classes for the different months that we offer them, and also to add in an option for the testimonies for people who attended the class in the past. The resources that will be needed is HUD personnel. We're going to need landlines and computers to reach out to different members in the community to help us out with our classes. We're going to need IT specialists to help us to build onto the website for the different additions that we're wanting to make. We're going to need Microsoft Excel to help us to keep track of everybody who's attending our classes. And a widget would be nice so that we can know in real time how many people are visiting the site if our efforts have increased the traffic that is coming into the HUD's website. In conclusion, my strategy was developed to not only improve the HUD's digital government, but also to help it to accomplish part of its mission by assisting Miami-Dade County residents to become homeowners. And as you see in the picture, we're wanting people to become homeowners so they can start participating in mortgage payments. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section in our discussion post, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you. These are the references that I used to create this presentation. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the class.